Well, what I found was in the Chicago Sun-Times, they did an article talking about something that Chicago Metra is trying out, which is bike cars. And these are dedicated, um, they're dedicated cars that are just for commuters to bring their bikes. And what's really neat is that they are designated. So you can see they have the big white bikes on the side, and
Oh, a
they
train
are,
car, not an automobile car. I got you.
oh, sorry,
Okay.
yeah. So
I was confused.
MetraRail is, yeah,
Okay.
MetraRail is Chicago's commuter rail system. And so what they're doing is, see, now I gotta bring up another
Oh no.
thing. They've designated what is called the Milwaukee District North Line, which runs from Chicago Union Station down here in the bottom all the way up to Fox Lake up here. So it runs pretty much north, and then it veers over to the west that you can see. And this is MetraRail's line, so you can actually they actually show you GPS on the different trains that are going inbound and outbound. Um, so the reason they chose this line to test one car at first and then a couple of cars later on is because this line runs past different forest preserves and different areas where people might want to take the bike, get off the train, and then do some cycling. So this is what a regular Metro Rail um, train car looks like. And so what they're doing is they're removing all the seats down here on the bottom and just putting in bike racks. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a picture of that. And so there'll be bike racks on the first floor, and then up on top
Ah,
here
okay.
is where the people will sit. And then you can see down below. And the thing across here
It's
is
like a
for the people
catwalk.
up top to put their purses, luggage, their bags and whatever. So that's what this is, a catwalk looking thing. So
Interesting.
people will put their bikes down here. They'll come up here to sit, and it's a really great thing that they're doing. And the hope is that people will be able to ride their bikes to the train station, put their bikes on the train, take the train into the city, and then be able to ride around in the city to work, and then ride back and everything.
In February.
That's the problem. See, there lies my issue with this entire thing. They're just starting it with one test train, one test car. By the end of the
As
year,
we
they're
enter
going to,
fall.
oh my God, yes.
Or
And then
winter.
at the end of the year, they're going to put in a second car, and then they expect to figure out the results by spring.
Right, right. And
Oh,
it'll be a huge failure.
What?
No one bothered, right?
Yeah, and they're going to say, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
they're going to say, well, no
Hmm.
one used these.
I thought you were going
Wow.
to say a whole
It's
year.
Kill me. Just kill me
right.
now.
I know
Um,
I mean, I
who
know some
who in
hardcore
Chicago.
bikers, but Chicago in the
That's
winter.
that's
Right.
hardcore.
uh,
Yeah.
Yes.
so if you take the
Uh,
coaster here in San Diego, and I'm sure that there's at least one other person that can probably say this, we've had bikes on there for as long as I've known. They didn't do something quite as dramatic. What they did was they took out a couple of seats in every car, and people
Hmm.
Yeah.
just carry their bike, drop it there, and then go sit down. And it's wonderful. It's great to see. And that's the perfect last mile solution, right? A human powered
Hmm.
bike getting off the train and then riding to wherever you're going to go. Yeah, we need to do
Right.
more of this, and maybe don't run the test over the winter in Chicago.
For a
Yeah.
bike.
Now, I will say
That's
that
totally fine.
there are designated cars on Metro Rail that will do, I think, like up to five, maybe six bikes. And but those are few and far between. This is, taking it up a notch and dedicating entire cars to bikes. But yeah, I mean, bikes on trains has been a thing for as long as I've lived here in Chicago. But again, yeah, that's the point. It's the last mile thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very cool.
So
we
I
have light rail here. It's called Max, and at every entrance there are bike hooks, three or four of them, and so you can just go right in, hang your bike up, and either stand there or take a seat next to it. And the cool thing is, so that area, it's for bikes or wheelchairs, or you can just stand there and there's hooks. So that way they can have that area that bikes can use, but it's not like only for bikes or dedicated to it. And since it's at nearly every door, that makes it really easy when you get on.
Right. There's no, where do I go with my bike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're full, the one you got on, you can just hold it in the center space there, and then go to another car at the next stop.
Yeah, I remember seeing these when I was there. It looks like this.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
that's
Cool.
it. That's Max. Yeah.
That's the Max. And it's so awesome. It really is. People walk in with their bike and they hop on the train with their bike and they just put it up, and then they either stand next to it or they just have a seat.
Yep. Yeah,
It's great.
Yeah, so right there you can see that the signage is for strollers or for luggage, and yep. And there's a little hand hook. You can stand there. Yep.
Very
And
cool.
because the bikes are put up vertically, they occupy less space.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Somebody thought about that.
I don't know. I mean, it just feels it sounds like a great idea. I just fear that it's being set up to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it took us all of 5 seconds to figure out why you don't test a bike rack in winter.
In Chicago.
In Chicago.
know.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but the
who
consultants
came
that they hired, they had to pay millions for that opinion.
up with it. Yeah. The consultants they hired in California thought it was a great idea. Yeah.
I don't know that
So
it
let's
worked
hope
in
it works.
California.
Hopefully
Yeah.
I'll come back in 6 months and we'll say it was a great idea.